fingers going for Mr. Five-letter Kevin Manetti. Manetti has 7 now, so that's all right. You know, I like the sound of your applause so much, we're just going to keep it going. Keep your hands together for Mr. David Gonzalez.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Having fun? Woo! Sweet. Alright, yeah, so I'm like an open micer here in the area, and I like to come on these open mics, try to get better at my jokes and whatnot. But I also want to get better at other aspects of stand-up. So before we get into my materials, are you guys cool if I do a little crowd work? You guys cool with that? If I try that out? Try to get better at that. Perfect, thank you. So if you don't mind me asking, Miss, right here, Miss, excuse me, where are you from, Miss? Where are you from?
From Arlington.
Alright, Arlington. Sweet, Arlington. Shit, still not gonna crowd work, guys. Still working on it. Come back next week. Think of something. See, yeah, I used to starting these things off is a little always weird for comedians. Like you don't know how to start these off. I used to do that thing, I don't know if you've seen it before, where like comedians will like have the crowd yell out topics and we'll try to make jokes about it. You guys ever seen that? Ever seen it happen? Yeah, I don't do that shit anymore. You guys are maniacs. I don't do it. Like one time I was at this open mic and I had that happen, and this woman, she yells out, 9/11! You know, like, what was she do with that? Right? So I gave her the benefit of the doubt. I was like, maybe she said 9/11s, right? Like a pretty cool fraction, right? Like one's a terrible national tragedy. The other one is an irreducible fraction, never forget. See? So I'm starting to grow up a little bit more, getting older, trying to do more adult things. I'm starting to pay off my student loans. I think that's a good way to go. All right, thanks. Wasn't expecting that applause break for student loans. But yeah, you're right. No, it's just responsible. It's about damn time. You're right. You sound like my parents, guys. Shut up. So I was paying my student loans, and I was like getting annoyed by it, man. Every month, it's just one of those pain in the ass. So I took a little break, and I started like looking into student loans. I found out like student loans, like 18% of the population has student loans. It had me thinking, that's like reminds me, there's like something else that afflicts the nation about the same rate, about like 25%, and has like the same like visceral feeling, produces the same feeling towards it. It's a herpes. Yeah, they both affect the population about the same rate. And then, as I was thinking about it, it makes me think of like, which would you rather have, like massive student loan debt or herpes, right? Like if you could decide, which one? Right, I know it's a no fucking brainer. Yeah, I know, she's like, of course I would have student loan. No, but if you think about it, fucking 50 grand of student loan debt compounded over like 20, 30 years at an interest rate of like 12%, is like $200,000. Okay, note to self, don't do fucking math jokes at a fucking open mic. Weird, sitting here like, watching myself do calculations. That was weird. So I'm glad the weather's changing. I'm from Florida, and like the winter's been real brutal on me. Yeah, you guys from Florida? Where do you? Oh, just wooing. Oh, that's cool. No, you just woo breaks. So yeah, this whole winter, like I didn't know what to do with myself. I was like stuck in the house the whole time. I didn't do anything. Like I felt like one of those things that like stay indoors all winter, and then they like come out, like they eat a bunch, and then they finally poke their head out in the spring. What are those? Oh, yeah, losers. They felt like I'm sorry it timed like that. I didn't know you were gonna. Yeah, that's what I felt, like a big piece of shit. But then, like, my brother, he came over to, like, help me out, because I'm new to the area. He came over to help me, like, gave me some advice. He's like, Dave, you just gotta, like, stay busy. Just be active. Like, if it's snowing outside, you just gotta do snow activities. Like, being from Florida, that meant something completely different than what you meant. I was like, damn, bro. I was like, we could have been hanging out. Why didn't you tell me? Then he was like, no, man. I would, like, hang out with your niece and nephew, maybe. I was like, yeah, okay, I don't know why I want to bring those two little narcs, but alright, let's go. This fucking Mountain Dew sends them into outer space. I don't think this shit is going to help them. See, I was online a bunch, like stuck in the house, and I was online a lot. Like I spent too much time on my phone, like on social media. Like I was on social media so much, I started thinking the phrase "racist white guy" was redundant. Well, no, it's implied. Just say white guy. So I was on there. I was like reading social justice articles, and I was like learning a lot. Like I came across this one new phrase. It's called culture vulture. You guys heard of that? Yeah, culture vulture. I don't know what it is, but it's fun to say. Culture. It actually since I learned it's someone that like kind of like takes someone else's culture and like wear like I guess like a white guy wearing a sombrero on Cinco de Mayo. It's very offensive, I hear these days. But anyway, I got to thinking like one of the biggest perpetrators of being a culture vulture has been right beneath our nose for like decades. I'm kind of sick of it. It's the Wu-Tang Clan. Those guys have been just karate chopping and rapping. And I'm sick of it. Culture vultures, my bad. All right, give it up for your host, Katie.
Keep those hands going for Mr. David Gonzalez. He got a song. He got a song. But you know what? Our next comic as a whole